All right, good morning, people. Well, it's kind of the morning for me. Um, but yeah, uh, I don't know, man. I'm taking things a step at a time. That's what the divine and God told me to do, right? You gotta understand a lot of these messages are coming from the divine, it's called, coming from ancestors as well and from God, But one thing I want to talk about right now while I'm doing what I'm doing out here, right? Which ain't none of your business, right? But first of all, as hard as all this is, okay, there are a lot of benefits to it. Not gonna lie. Um, and some of my prayers have been answered. It's just so hard because it's like, well, things are changing a lot. There's a lot of changes, but you know, with me, it's just like, is it the answer? For me healing and again, what I realize is that my healing is in God's hands. And that's basically what he keeps telling me is don't worry, like I got you. And just not to stress, which I understand plays a little part, at least some role in this, you know what I mean? Um, but you know, long story short, I don't have no time for people who don't make any sense. I don't have no time for people who are just want to be transgressors that are just against me for no reason. Again, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not a position, right? So for me personally, um, first of all, people are different here, bro. Like people are generally pretty nice. It's pretty cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's different, man. I've never seen anything like this. It's a whole different, like a whole new world, for me. So, that's the part that is somewhat exciting for me, because I'm like looking at around, I'm like, man, there actually is like a lot going on here. It's just, about finding it. So, like I said, I do my little workout videos yesterday. People when they feelings about that. Anything I do, people and they feelings about. You feel me? Like again, you got to understand. First thing, as far as all those other people, right? None of you know me, right? I get put in the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the right time. And I help people. You know what I mean? I did my job. I fulfilled my purpose, right? Um, I helped everybody. That's all I can really say. I mean, you don't know me though, to think that you know me when, like I said, I'm basically, how do I explain it? I mean, you just don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You don't know who I am, right? And you don't realize that I'm really good at what I do, okay, which I do for myself. And I create my own budget. You understand? Because God creates my budget, right? But like just because when I get around pretending people, right, and they fake as hell, I just sit there and act with them. That's what people don't understand because that's what you have to do, right? In order to understand what's going on around you and figure it all out, which I did. So it's very simple, I never have any agenda. I never have any plan to expose anyone, but people expose themselves, and my thing is, I put everything I all my passion, all my energy, everything I had into building this business and the platform. I'm the CEO of my own company. This is my company. This is a media company. This is the future of the world. The whole future is going to be on the internet. It will no longer be about your 9 to 5. It will no longer be about your job. It will be the movers and shakers like me, right? Who are the pioneers of this. So this is like manifest destiny. This is like, you know, whoever, I don't even want to go into that because they have rules on here as far as history because they're so sensitive. But You know what I mean? It's the real thing, right? That's happening and going on right now, right? So point being, I mean, I have a job, first of all. So when you got a bunch of people who just are envious and jealous of you already, and then they realize, oh, there's even more to be envious and jealous of, right? Or whatever, right? Like that's not my issue. You know what I mean? That's those people's issue. You understand? But you have to understand, man, is I'm light years ahead of all of you. I'm leagues above you. Okay. In life, in reality, I'm literally like a living legend. Okay. So when you have people who haven't accomplished anything in their life, I repeat, people who have accomplished nothing, and they want to sit there and talk smack, right, about themselves and try to say and claim that they're something they're not. Like I said, it's just silly. It's silly. We laugh at them. It's also highly offensive and disrespectful, right? Because again, you're trying to dismiss all of what somebody has done, all of what somebody is. Like I said, none of these people act like that in front of me. None of these people talk crazy in front of me. These people are all fake, like all of them. And that's my issue is you do fake things like what you just did. When you do something that is fake and evil and an atrocity towards me, why would you sit there and then try to talk smack after the fact? You know, and I got a message, a download. I don't know if it was regarding this, but it said to yield, right? And I'm talking about like God Himself is saying to yield, right? Which I have, right? Saying let it go, you know. And I think the reason why is because it makes sense for me to not waste my time. You know what I mean? And to not contribute my energy or stress, which I'm following God's message and advice. You know, I still need to actually go into that download and look into what it's saying. It could be about something different, but it applies nonetheless. You feel me? So, you know, it's like for me, how to explain it? Come on, man. I've already lived a full life, you know. In my opinion, I haven't. I'm just getting started, is what I hope. You know, I'm pushing every day, doing the best I can. You know, my breathing is blocked. I'm doing the best I can. I can feel exactly what I said is what's happening inside of me, you know. But I'm doing the best I can. And that's all that we can do, right? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, people just got to understand when you do what you did, it's going to be exposed publicly. Okay. So what I want to make clear is there is no way around it. And you clearly do not know the law because when you intentionally do something wrong towards anyone, there's something called divine law, sweetheart. Okay. The courtrooms here physically in the world don't matter. Most of them are corrupt. The laws, system of law is backwards and designed to help criminals. That's why Batman was created. You're not listening and understanding. Okay. I am the authority. Okay. I am all of it. You feel me? That's what you don't get. I carry with me tons, millions of ancestors that speak through me, millions of people like reaping karmic debt because of me. I'm walking karma. That's what people don't understand. When I come across evil people, they end up suffering because of the karmic debt they create with what they try to do towards me and the way they treat me. So it's like you don't understand all the karmic debt you've now created and inherited for yourself. And you're going to start seeing the signs around you. I guarantee it. I promise you. It's like when people doubted that, you know, I have spirits that protect me, right? There's a guy on here. We talk about it all the time. You know, he was talking smack about my ancestors, about spirits, about me. He got on camera one day randomly. He was crying, grown man, mind you. He was crying, right? And he said that basically a ghost scared the bejesus out of him and got at him. And the ghost uh I mean, he got sent to the hospital because of a ghost. You feel me? People don't understand ghosts are real, man. You feel me? Well, you got to understand, man, it's all realms. They love me. Everyone. You know what I mean? And the only like affiliation I claim is my true creator, which is love. Anything else I don't really claim. You got to understand, every day God talks to me. He pursues me with this passion that never stops. And I love that. Like he really loves me, and I love God, but the real God, the good God, you know. So like I said, when you got people who they're not willing to hear sound advice, I've been doing radio for over 25 years, against Illuminati, against Freemasonry. But people to think that these groups are not run by Freemasons, I mean, you're out your damn mind. All of that was Freemasonry. That's why they have those homes, okay, that they occupy, again, smart one, and they don't own. You understand? Who are they giving these homes to? Right? They don't give me a home when that's my whole mission right now, is to try to manifest a home, right, on top of whatever I already own and have, because there's nothing there and they're not going to hire me, right? Because of who I am, right? Hold up. So at the end of the day, it just becomes a thing of like, here, I gotta take one of these jackets off. The sun is out, it's getting hot. It just becomes a funny situation, man. You know what I mean? The whole thing with all these people is a funny situation. Because what I notice about negative people is no matter what you do, they're gonna try to put it in a negative light. So they don't understand that this is clearly might have been God's plan for me. Nothing bad. What I'm going through is bad. That came from my enemy, you know what I mean? But God's plan is God's plan. Not what Drake rapping about because he sold his soul. Not that God. I'm talking about the good God, like he has a plan. Feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I just don't buy it. I mean, y'all want to sit here and tell me, oh, musicians don't sell their soul. But yet a guy was walking down the block with a boombox speaker yesterday, and the artist said exactly that he sold his soul. You're starting to piece together what I'm saying? Hold up. Trying to get these jackets off. I mean, listen, homie, I got everything I need right now, pretty much. I mean, I'm good. Like, I'm just going through what I'm going through physically. That's the hardest thing imaginable. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Other than that, I mean, like I said, I just think it's weird when people act like they're talking about a matter that I'm not even bringing up. Like, I'm just telling you what you did wrong. I'm just telling you there's going to be a lawsuit, right? And regardless if there was a lawsuit or not, when you talk about law, you clearly don't know the law. I do. My whole family is in law, so I mean that's just silly to say, right? I really know the law. I mean, that's why I never lose, and I don't ever file lawsuits. That's what you got to understand. So, hold up. So, you got to really understand when I say something like that that's true in nature, and their reaction is to try to keep talking and running their mouth. That's a reaction of fear because they know what they're doing is illegal and wrong. The fact is that I don't have to file a lawsuit. You've already been exposed publicly. Okay. What I'm trying to explain to you is I'm going to have lawyers on retainer. I'm going to have so much money, and people, like I said, don't understand that I know what I'm saying is true. I believe in God's promises to me wholeheartedly. There's not a doubt in my mind. So I'm walking different than you. You feel me? You want to talk what I live. That's what people do. Like rappers, a lot of rappers like Jay-Z, who was in Marcy Projects, and his right-hand man, DeHaven, was there, right? And said he didn't do none of that. He was standing around all the time. Jay-Z is a fraud. He's a Freemason, 33rd degree, they claim, right? What does that matter? You're a 33rd degree of Satanism? Is that something to brag about? You can look at these wannabe pastors and you can see, I mean, literally the one Raul guy, he looks literally like A-lister Crowley. Y'all can look up A-lister Crowley. He was known as the most wicked man on earth. So if you all can't see um what's going on here, then you're blind. If you can't see what I'm doing and all the good that I'm doing and God's work that I'm doing, and that I am taking all this evil on head on and know how to do it the right way, right? Then you're blind and you're crazy. And that's why people like that don't like me. Like I said, that dude was going behind my back trying to smear the name of someone he knows nothing about. I don't know you. You don't know me. You didn't even realize that I'm Batman. I am the Brownsville Batman. In Brownsville, I'm a recognized celebrity. All over the world at this point, I'm a recognized celebrity. I'm getting famous. I'm talking beyond famous because I'm a man that stands on principles. Everybody knows who I am, how I am, and I'm well respected. So for you to do what you did, like I said, like playing games with stuff that belongs to me, taking stuff that belongs to me, going through my bags, all that little shifty stuff, that's what cowards and snitches do. So what do you think you are? See, I'm not worried about people like you because you can't even be real with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I was nothing but nice to you. I didn't have to be. I was nothing but nice and respectful. You know what I mean? And at this point in the game, I have no reason to be disrespectful. I have a reason, but in my mind, I have no reason because that's not who I am. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody else, I said the truth about you. I don't care if you're in your feelings. Like all that, all those stories. I mean, that's all they are stories. Like I said, I mean, none of these people are anybody, bro. That's why I never understood it because it's like, listen, bro, I'm light years ahead of you. You think you're using me, but I mean, I'm using you too. I'm using you because I'm able to gain what I need off of it as I did, and I'm building this business. I'm getting thousands of views. You feel me? So it helped me to get a lot of footage that I otherwise, truthfully, would not have gotten. Correct? Think about that. See, what people don't understand, hold up. So irritating. Like, the radio's got to be that loud. What people don't understand, okay? How do I explain this to you? I changed the whole game around. These people, what they're doing is illegal. I don't care what corrupt officials say otherwise. I wouldn't care about your fake laws, okay? When you force someone to panhandle, that's illegal. When you are literally sitting there preying on people, right, and doing these antics and constantly messing with them and bothering them verbally, that's a crime. So you do not know the law, right? And when a lawyer, right, is given all this evidence and sees what you're doing, just like theft, like I said, when you stole my stuff, because that's what you did. You didn't say, hey, where you at so I can give you your stuff. That's what normal people do, right? But nope, you have an agenda and you're all on this satanic agenda. But for what? Everything is super serious. It's super serious. Everything is super serious for you, like Man Bear Pig. Everything is super serious, but yet you run an organization that makes no bread and makes no money, right? So I don't understand what the point is about how everything is so serious, right? If it's not serious. I mean, things that are serious usually deal with a lot of money. You're dealing with nothing. And you can see it written all over you. So it's like, so you really believe that you're someone? Like I said, everything they do is in the name of evil, not in the name of God. My laptop that again you stole, you took it, right? You didn't give it back to me. You didn't even try or offer. It's like, you pick me up in a van, you leave me in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, that potentially could be kidnapping, correct? So a lawyer is going to feel some type of way about it, I can assure you. So all of what you're talking is hogwash. So why say it? That's all I'm saying. I just don't understand why people say things that they know don't make any sense. You understand? Like, if it doesn't make any coherent sense, why say it in the first place? Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? And that's what really it's like. So you really are just trying to be aggravating, or are you really this slow? And I'm starting to believe that them type of people really that slow. See, the thing is, they start talking like, "Oh, I'm here starting my stuff." Listen, honey, I got a lot like I got a lot worse people, right? That Batman is concerned with. I have like you're nobody. That's the thing. When people start talking and I'm just hearing toxicity, 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 ignorance, 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 I'm good because I got enough of that already. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you don't know how to be anyone real and you don't know how to talk, I'm just telling you reality. And your position that you've chosen and that's all you can do because like I said, you didn't get an education clearly. You probably don't even have a GED. So you want to run around claiming some fake title that a demonic church of Satan gave you, right? Remember, I was never a part of any of your organizations. I could go join Freemasonry tomorrow. It doesn't make me a Freemason. If I joined it, the only reason I'd be joining it is to expose it, correct? To expose the evil of which you were doing, correct? Which would be doing what? God's work, right? Which would make me what? A saint, literally, right? Hey, you're evil people, you know? It doesn't make you tough, okay? And that you've now had it proven to you. That's reality. You feel me? What I was saying, in your position, right? You're you're not going anywhere. You're not going to be able to be progressive. You're not going to be able to accomplish anything. You know what I mean? Because your formula is completely backwards. How are you going to be able to accomplish something if you follow rules from someone else and they tell you what to do and you allow that? See, I would never allow anybody to tell me anything, much less control me. Tyrese Sneed's uncontrollable. The government couldn't control me, dude. I stood up to Illuminati and the government. That's why these things happen to me. How slow can I say it so slow people can understand and comprehend what I'm saying? This man you're talking to took on the government. Okay. I'm the only one that's here standing. What are you talking about? And who are you talking to? See, you don't understand that your perception is so far from reality, especially concerning me, right? How offended do you think I truly am? And then realize I'm not offended. You know why? Because I don't care what you think, because I don't value you. You understand? You don't respect yourself. How could I respect you? Right? So it's like for me personally, right? How do I put it? Hold on, I'm seeing this place and I want to see if anybody's here I can talk to possibly. I don't know. Give me a sec. So, like I said, for me, you know what I mean? Personally, right? I don't really care what people have to say. I don't really care what people think. I'm gonna call this place in a minute too, so I can see if they have anything to offer or what's going on. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I mean, we're in two different boats, man. I never said anything that I have a bunch of money right now. I'm broke as hell right now, but I'm supposed to be. That's the thing. I'm proudly broke. Because again, my money, I was targeted. They tried to take half of everything I own lying. I proved them wrong, stood up to them in their face, right? Like I said, everybody completely lost, right? So why would new people then come out the box and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna start running my mouth"? Come on, bro, you can't be serious, man. I'm just being real with you. It's absolutely ridiculous, because you don't know who I am. You know what I mean? I mean, it's common sense. Like, you understand, bro, I got a really, really rough past, man. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm talking about I've taken everyone on. I made a habit of making enemies. That's what people don't get. When people hear me talking, it's not that, oh, I can't get along with people. No, I publicize my conflicts publicly for you all to see. I do it on purpose. A lot of what I do is intentional. And it all makes sense if you think about it. Hold up. So, like I said, for me personally, hold on. So yeah, like I said, I mean, with me, um, it's just all different, man. You know, we come from different backgrounds. We for sure come from different situations, right? We're not the same at all. And this is the thing, you know, you look at so-called women, they ain't women. You look at these so-called women, and these women, they sit there, right? And long story short, just like out here and everywhere, you know, women try to get dressed up, whatever. Women just sit there and they look for what they think is money, and all they see is the perception of which is in their eye, right? But what they don't understand is actual perception. So it's like if you ain't awake, you ain't seeing what's in front of you. Hold up. So again, I mean, I don't know, man. I just think people are funny personally. It sounds like that song, everybody's moving, baby. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, this is beautiful out here. I mean, this is a whole facilitated environment basically for me to try to check out. And I mean, I'll figure it out at some point, even if it took me years. I'd figure it out, right? I'm kind of not really in a hurry, and God's not telling me I have to hurry. God is telling me I got blessings coming. All right. It sounds like I'm going to be traveling again, like I'm going on another adventure. I mean, this is what I have to do. What they don't understand is, you know, spirits never had control over me, but the thing is, I have to be removed from that environment because I'm ascending. So I just go through one chapter, then I have to go to the next chapter. It ain't personal, you know. It's them who's trying to make things personal and stuff, you know. But um, these ladies are smiling at me. Uh, you know, I'm not making things personal. I don't have time to. I don't want to. Let me walk this way real quick and see what's. Well, no, I'll do that later. But there's pretty normal people out here. It's different. I don't know how to explain it to you. Um, and it might just be perfect, at least for right now. You know, I don't know. It's just like I said, what I'm going through, which is really scary and hard. You know, but I can't do much about it, right? But like I said, it is beautiful. I'll give you that. You know, it kind of reminds me of places I've been. I'll say that. You know what I mean? So it's like people don't understand. I've done this before, man. I've done this multiple times, dude. You understand? So clearly, again, you don't know me. So that's my thing. Why do people act like I'm asking them for something if I'm not? I'm just telling you what it is and how it goes. I'm just telling you what you're doing wrong. That's it. I'm not asking for anything. I don't need anything from anyone. That was my whole issue. When people start talking to me like I'm them, like I need something from I've never needed anybody. I never asked anybody for anything ever. I don't know what you are talking about. When I ask for donations here, I'm not asking for anything. That's compensation I'm supposed to earn. I'm a content creator. You people don't want to listen. You just want to remain ignorant and be antagonistic. That's weird. You see what I'm saying? Be realistic with yourself, man. Feel me? If I'm a content creator, this is how I survive and how I get paid. It only makes sense that I deserve to get compensated. I mean, I really go out my way to entertain people and educate the public. I spread real knowledge. I'm teaching people some things. I'm not just sitting here just running my mouth. Right. So again, it all just comes back to reality, back to life. Right. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Hold up. So you gotta understand again, if you listen, you're gonna find the truth, right? Which the truth is that first of all, them fools already left. They gone, right? They already left. They already had to go back to what they're calling a home when none of them have a home. They're all homeless, right? Yeah, they're all homeless. Yes, I'm laughing at you. They're all homeless, like all the people who hate. They stay homeless because that's how they move. That's how they do everything. They all they know how to do is mooch. They don't know how to get up and work or do for themselves. I've been working since I was 16. Like what? How many times is he gonna beat that thing? I made thousands and thousands of dollars. I put it into a stock. I'm an investing genius, right? The company went bankrupt. That wasn't failing. I'm now in the middle of a settlement lawsuit. I tried to explain this to people and they don't want to listen because, like I said, they're not allowing me to speak and acknowledging my position. I'm right in everything I've done. I'm right in everything I'm saying. You know, whether people want to learn and listen, that's up to you. Or you can remain stuck and remain broke. Hold up. But for me personally, I ain't trying to, like I mean, I don't know. I don't have to work at it because I'm not ignorant. I'm filled with knowledge. I'm like a walking encyclopedia. So, like I said, you just have to understand, you know, hold up. You just have to understand that I'm in a different situation than any of you, right? Like I said, I own a mansion in a state. Always have, always will. Nothing you can do about it. No way for anyone to stop it. People are mad at that. People are mad, period, all around. That's the thing. I don't care. The thing that I'm not going to put up with is anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're an agency, right? Trying to tell me what I'm going to do. It doesn't work like that. Like, I know the law and I know reality and I know my civil rights and I don't sit there whining about them. I've already won, So it's like at this point, I'm running around and I'm putting these organizations out of business. I ran around as Batman and really stopped everything that was illegal from happening. You understand? So it's like when people think they can underestimate me and what I've accomplished, I mean, you're silly, bro. I sit down at a table, I enter a room, the entire energy changes. You don't understand how much I've done. That's the thing. You're just running your mouth talking. You're trying to dismiss and invalidate something that's real because you ain't real, because you ain't got nothing going for you. That's reality, right? I don't care that y'all in your feelings. I don't care that you're grown adults that don't act like adults. Again, the point is that system, you can't gain anything in it. I mean, it's all right, but you got people trying to stay in it for years, again, abusing the system. I mean, you could do that, but when you've got a pastor that's out to get me, like the way it was, I couldn't do it like that. There's too much animosity, there's too much ignorance within it. It's not an environment that you want to be in. And that's the thing they don't get. Like, I mean, trust me, I'm getting the last laugh always, and I'm laughing at all of you because I'm out here free. I could walk to the corner store and get me a Swisher Sweet if I want. Now, I don't have nobody trying to tell me what I can and can't do, right? But you still got to deal with that nonsense. You still got people calling themselves leaders who are followers, right? Telling you what you can and can't do or should and shouldn't do. And I'm a grown man. Don't nobody tell me what to do. I told you the first time, you should have heard me. I meant it. You feel me? So like you got people, what, you mad at me because I'm a grown man? Come on, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. No wonder. I mean, no wonder you're lonely and all of you don't have a man because you don't understand a man. You don't want a man. You're sitting there against a man. So how would you call yourself women if you're against a man? And don't think I care because I got Christina, a real woman. So I'll give you that to think on, man, while I'm busy doing what I'm doing right now. I'll be back. We'll do another live. We'll talk. I'm gonna let Christina know, and I'd love to have her talking to me while I do live so that we can hear what she has to say because she's a genius. She's extremely intelligent, probably smarter than me, and that's my wonderful girlfriend. That's probably going to be my wife. Not probably, she is. So it is what it is. Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. I'll be right back.